Hi and welcome to a new episode of Artopia. My name is Chloe Single and today I will be talking to Councillor Tim McMahon and Curator Tiffany Shafran at the Toowoomba Regional Arts Gallery. Meanwhile, Bella Wellsteed will be in the studio with an up-and-coming musician to talk about their journey and up-and-coming projects. So sit back, relax and enjoy the show.
Thanks, Chloe. Hi everyone, my name is Bella Wellsteed and I'd like to welcome you to Artopia. Today I'm joined in the studio by a musician who first performed in the Toowoomba region over 30 years ago and is now completing a music degree while flying planes for Virgin. Sean Button, welcome to the studio. How are you?
Good, thanks Bella. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about how you got started in the music industry?
I think like a lot of musicians, as a kid grew up listening to my parents' records, particularly my father, and I was bought a guitar for a birthday around about age 6, which I dragged around for a little bit. Then I found a book that my dad had, which had the chord symbols in the back of it. And after watching him play, I picked this book up and decided to learn to play myself.
Yeah, so how do you balance your music career with your work as a pilot for
Very
Virgin
good
Airlines?
question. I think the best way is to not procrastinate. As soon as my roster comes out at work, I sit down and put that on a calendar so the family knows exactly where I'll be at any given time. And then I'll allocate the study days in there. The trick is when you get to those study days or study times is to not procrastinate. And we all know that that's a hard thing to do. But in my case, if it means I have to put an assignment in early, so be it. I just have to do it.
Yep, so you performed here in the late 80s and early 90s. Are there any changes you've observed in the region's music industry?
Yeah, there's definitely been a few. Venues for one thing. I think, one of the good things to come out of a great band Powderfinger was John Collins setting up the Trifford and a joint project with the Valley Music Centre now in Brisbane. These venues are sort of purpose-built for bands. I can remember days where you'd run out and have to buy a 240 volt power cable because there was no power supplied to the stage. So that's a great thing. There's just a whole heap of things going on in the music industry.
Do you think there are enough opportunities available for emerging artists?
I think there can always be more. I think the creative arts as a whole is very important to community. And so back in my time, the Brisbane City Council would have a Freeps Day on a Sunday, which local artists could get involved in, and we certainly took advantage of that, playing in places like the Botanical Gardens. Toowoomba's no different, so the Toowoomba Regional Council have a great website there in the community section for music with some links to all the activities that local groups have. The busking environment in Toowoomba is brilliant. They allow busking still, which is great. It's just a great atmosphere in the Toowoomba region. I definitely think people should get involved.
So you're currently pursuing a music degree at the University of Southern Queensland. What inspired you to go back to school? Okay,
so prior to COVID, I was flying internationally and going to Los Angeles every second week, and I went and saw a great deal of bands there. People would do all sorts of things on their overnight stays, and I've always wanted to get back into music. During COVID, I actually started going back to finish off some accounting studies that I'd started earlier. I had a certificate 4 in finance. And I was sitting there doing this assignment and I said to my wife that I don't see myself doing this. I didn't think I'd be going back to flying, and I'd always wanted to pursue music. So I figured, a degree in music would be great. It just sort of cement all the knowledge that I'd sort of learnt on my own. Now I know what I was getting wrong. So yeah, it was a matter of just following my heart, my passion.
Yeah, amazing. Well, thanks so much for coming into the show today. Best of luck with your future endeavours. If you want to get in touch with Sean, you can do so by sending him an email at sixstringermusic@yahoo.com or finding him on Facebook at www.facebook.com/sixstringermusic. Now we'll cross back to Chloe at the Toowoomba Regional Art Gallery.
Thanks Bella. Today I'm at the Toowoomba Regional Arts Gallery to talk with Tim McMahon and Tiffany Shafran about the history of the establishment and the opportunity it provides to young artists in the area. Let's get into it.
My name is Dr. Tiffany Shafran and I'm the coordinator of exhibitions and public programs here at the Toowoomba Regional Art Gallery. The Toowoomba Regional Art Gallery is the oldest regional gallery in Queensland, and it was basically founded by support from the community who really wanted to celebrate arts in the region.
We are a very old art gallery and we have very rich traditions in providing a public showcase of art in Toowoomba region.
We host touring exhibitions that come from all over Australia and also work with local artists too. So we have had everything from traditional paintings to the most fantastic avant-garde installation and soundscapes. Living in a regional area provides a unique experience that perhaps we don't realise that other people don't have access to. So it's really, really important that artists and arts and culture in the regions are supported.
My thing is we've got to tell the stories, and we have all of these artists, all of these stories, travelling all local, that need to have a place to showcase their works. It's about a place where local artists and visiting artists can have their work on display for the community to come in and appreciate it. And it's really about developing new artists and getting emerging artists a platform.
We love supporting budding artists. We provide opportunities for schools to come and see the shows outside of open hours to share not only the works that are on display, but the knowledge that comes with it. Young people can work with us by volunteering with us. Our Bolton Reading Room is also available by appointment to have a look at some of the resources as well as inspiration for artworks. We do call outs for exhibitions of works by local artists, and a big thing for us as well is working with and supporting, I guess, the creative talent in the region to actually showcase the work that they do through workshops and other events where members of the public can work directly with artists. So these things are actually possible. You don't have to go to a big city to be able to do them. There's definitely lots of opportunities and we love being able to support artists in the region. To connect with all of our Toowoomba's regions galleries, jump on www.tr.qld.gov.au and subscribe to our mailing list. And you can also find us on Instagram at TR Art Galleries. We love sharing the things that we're doing on those channels.
It's fantastic to see such an integral part of Toowoomba's artistic history still thriving and creating opportunities to this day. Back to you, Bella.
Thanks, Chloe. It was really fascinating to hear about the history of the gallery. Now, let's take a look at some upcoming arts events in the region. Stories in Song, a concert series featuring 3 talented local performers showcasing their songwriting abilities, will be held this Saturday, the 5th of August, 5 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at the Perseverance Hall. Dinner will be available from 5:30 p.m. with music starting at 6:30, so book your tickets now for dinner and a show. On Saturday, the 12th of August, from 7 to 11 p.m, join Aria and 8-time Golden Guitar winner singer-songwriter Fanny Lumsden and her incredible band, the Prawn Stars, at the Powerhouse in Neal Street. The group are currently on the road celebrating Fanny's 4th studio album, Hey Dawn, so catch them at their show in Toowoomba before they're gone. On Saturday the 19th and Sunday the 20th of August, join artist and tutor Debbie Milsden to explore the use of sketchbooks as an everyday record of life observed. Debbie's sketchbook workshop will run from 9 to 4 p.m. on both days and will be held at Murray's Art and Framing in Toowoomba. Come along, tickets are selling fast. All links on the screen. Please support your local events. Well, that's all from me here in the studio this week. Now it's back to Chloe to send us off.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Artopia. Make sure to join in next week for more episodes on creatives and establishments in the Toowoomba art scene. Until then, keep creating and we'll see you again soon.